It's looking real bad for Will Smith in these streets. First, it's the whole entanglement shit in August Alsina. Then his daughter is writing Tupac letters. Now this shit. So a violinist named Brian King Joseph, you might recognize him from America's Got Talent.
Earlier this year, I was hired to be a performer on a major tour with somebody who is huge in the industry. Unfortunately, some things happened, and I can't get into the details of exactly what that was, because it's already a legal issue.
So you and Diddy, you and Puff cool?
No, I don't really
Oh, okay, damn, all right. I didn't know what that meant.
Being a celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, sometimes, and, you know, that's the only thing that I hate about it.
50 Cent is back at it again with the allegations. And this time, he's dragging Will Smith to filth after videos with Bryshere Gray leaked all over the internet. To make matters even worse, Bryshere finally spoke about what happened during his mentorship with Will and Diddy for the first time, and everything he said made things 10 times worse. People have been speculating about Will and Diddy doing something to Bryshere ever since he began doing OF, but no one expected 50 Cent to be the one to put it all on blast. Now, as most of y'all know, 50 Cent has been on one this year. First, he put out that documentary of Diddy, exposing never-before-heard information about the dirty things he's been getting up to. But it looks like he has his eyes set on someone now. That person is Will Smith. Specifically about the things he allegedly did to Bryshere when Bryshere's former manager Charlie Mack and his mama Andrea made the terrible decision of handing him over to Will and Diddy for a mentorship. Allegedly, the plan was for Diddy to sharpen up Bryshere's music skills, since he wanted to also be a rapper, while Will helped him with his acting career. But according to several industry whistleblowers, they turned him the way out and barely ever gave him the mentorship he came for. His cheesecakes were just being drilled in and out at freak-off parties.
Bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills. Bryshere Gray left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
Now, initially, people were wondering if Charlie and Andrea knew that this was what was being done to Bryshere. I mean, surely he must have confided in them at some point. There's nowhere all this was happening, and he would simply not say anything. Even if he didn't tell Charlie and Andrea, there definitely would have been somewhere he could have talked to. Well, just when people were talking about all this, Terrence Howard stepped into the chat, and this is what he had to say. Mind you, Terrence was still working with Bryshere on Empire at the time that this supposed mentorship was happening, so he saw everything happen in real time.
When you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So,
and as if things couldn't get messier, Jaguar came back again and gave even more details about what Diddy and Will allegedly put Bryshere through. She claims that the reason Andrea allowed Will and Diddy to allegedly have their way with him was that she were getting paid. Not only that, but Will's former assistant Bilal also jumped in and revealed that Bryshere had actually confided in him about what Will did to him. According to Bilal, Bryshere even became reliant on hard substances and just to get over the trauma.
Say, Andy, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom. I'ma kick you in your in and I'ma go to work North Philly style. F you and Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? for a book that didn't sell. I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You CI. I'm sorry.
You hold him down because he was like, Charlie Mack is not going to be able to be there because him and Charlie had something else going on. I rob in Chicago for Empire. It's a damn mess. It's no other way to put it. This dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on. I pulled him to the side. I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. Okay. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck his. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen.
But it doesn't stop there. Even after Bryshere finally got out of the mentorship, his life wasn't the same. He was jumping from one legal trouble to another, with the most recent one happening just in 2025. Just recently, he got arrested and charged with a misdemeanor after supposedly attacking his friend and OF collaborator Dustin "Chosen" Wilkins at a Homewood Suites hotel. He turned himself in, but thankfully for him, Dustin ended up dropping the charges. Mind you, I had to leave out some of his other arrests. That's how bad it is with him. And right after this, he turned the heat up by doing OF. Now, what people don't know is that before he resorted to selling his cheesecakes on OF, he tried filing a $50 million lawsuit against Will and Diddy, but he didn't go through with it for some reason. And now, even Bryshere Gray has come out to reveal new details, and they are horrific.
I went to his party. I was with Johnny Blaze.
Your mama tried to lie and say she was there. She wasn't even there. Charlie covering up, because he covering up all his
I get stuck in this though, and it carries with me all these bad shits.
That's because you didn't know. They made you do that and then try to make you. That's why they don't want you in the country. They want you to look crazy so you don't have nothing that you can't, because so people won't believe you. But everybody already knows something ain't right. I'm gonna send you this thing from the Impressive channel, and she was talking about what Tasha K interview is. I don't know if you want to look at it, but
like thug wise is who? Charlie. That keeps them that thug. Cause you know they got locked up together in Philly before.
But
you see that mugshot?
But Charlie be acting like he didn't put Bilal there, and like Bilal playing like they trying to create confusion. It's just weird to me because
Bilal's the type of nigga.
He'll do anything because he getting paid. He'll say anything. And
He been around you, so he know everything. He's seen it.
He tried to what's amazing is that Bilal going around here, Tasha K and TMZ talking about.
Just hit me up. She just hit me up.
I know. No. Do you want me to do the interview for you? Do you want me to not say everything but give to say it like that it is not coming for you, but more like, well, with me and Bryshere spilled, and I know he going.
But here's where things get interesting. It turns out that Bryshere wasn't the only one that Will allegedly did to. He was accused of doing it to August Alsina and a violinist, Brian King Joseph. In the suit, Brian accused Will of alleged predatory behavior and deliberately grooming and priming him for further use while he was working with him on his Based on a True Story 2025 tour this past spring. The suit alleges that Will hired Brian in November 2024 to perform at a show in San Diego and was subsequently invited to join his 2025 tour and play on his upcoming album. As their relationship grew closer, Will told Brian, "You and I have such a special connection that I don't have with anyone else." Like all this wasn't sketchy enough, things definitely got even stranger in March 2025 when his bag, which had his hotel room key inside, disappeared for several hours. Keep in mind, only management staff had access to his room. Anyway, Later that night, Joseph came back to discover that somebody had broken into the room and left stuff behind, including wipes, a bottle of HIV meds with someone else's name on it, and a note that said, "Brian, I'll be back no later. Just us. Stone F." Brian took this as a sign that some random person was going to come back to his room to try and have sex with him, because clearly the whole situation was insane as hell. So he told hotel security and Will's team, but he claims that just days after, someone from the management crew embarrassed him about what happened and said he was getting fired, basically saying he made everything up. Can you believe that?
Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk about something really important. Earlier this year, I was hired to be a performer on a major tour with somebody who is huge in the industry. So I was excited, proud of myself for getting the opportunity. Unfortunately, some things happened, and I can't get into the details of exactly what that was, because it's already a legal issue right now. But the reason why I'm speaking out about this is because getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything like that, simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work, is not okay. And I know that there's a lot of other people out there who have been afraid to speak up, and I understand. And if that's you, I see you. And that's pretty much it.
Now, here's the thing. A lot of folks don't buy Brian's story at all. They think his whole version of events doesn't make sense. And guess what? 50 Cent feels the same way. Actually, he responded to the news by backing Will up and warning him to stay alert before he gets taken down too. He made a post saying, "WTF is going on? I got a movie I want Will for. This fool is just mad he got fired." A lot of people weren't surprised by this because when Will and Jada were getting dragged for their involvement with August Alsina, he did something similar when he posted a screenshot of him in Will's DMs, trolling him for allowing Jada to play in his face. "Yo, Will, you all right over there? Yes, I'm cool. I appreciate your concern, my brother. But why did she tell you that stuff on a show for everybody to see? We broke up. So she did her and I did me. Then she said only she can give permission for somebody to blow her back out. F you, 50. Wait, what did I do?" Now, from the looks of it, it doesn't look like 50 Cent is necessarily trying to go at Will for the things he's being accused of. It looks like he's really just trying to warn him of what's coming. But baby, I think it might be too late for that, especially since Bryshere is now speaking out about it. And knowing 50, even though he isn't going after Will now, he still won't. One person said, "Let's discuss how Jaden was SA'd by Will Smith and how Will played a hand in Bryshere being SA'd by Diddy. All this fake stuff. Jada is the man in that relationship, and that's fine, but let's get real." Another person said, "I know trauma changes people, but seeing my childhood actor crush grow up to be gay on Twitter and OF is not what I expected. And it all leads back to Diddy and Will Smith. Apparently, they did something to him at one of his parties. Justice for Bryshere Gray." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about 50 Cent stepping in to expose Will Smith and Diddy? And do you really think Bryshere was touched by Will? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.